set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we're underway from the bank. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Shoves one away. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Completed over the middle. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On first down, Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
To Derrick Henry. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First down, here's Lamar. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and a haul in a heck of a souvenir.
It's 2nd down and
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
They go play fake with Jackson. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
that's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Connecting again with Hopkins. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
DeAndre. How do you play it through Hopkins? I need the end zone or I'm going home.
Henry takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Brandon Condrington to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Allen taken right to the air. That's in the hands of Moore. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down of the game for James Cook. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
They motion the tight end over. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Shakir sent in motion left. First and 10, here's Allen. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up first and 10 now inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Starts on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Ravens 17-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So they're left facing third and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
So on fourth down, out comes the Bills' field goal units, and Matt Prater from the left hash, 34 yards away. Prater puts it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Now
Prater on to send it away. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking to his fullback now. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Kyle Bernard tracking that one down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A tight end in motion now. Now Jackson on 3rd down. That one finds his man, likely. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. A draw now. This is Henry. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Kate, you really do love those 5-yard gains on 1st down. You know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like making pars on the golf course, on the par 3s. And now, on the par 5s, you can go let it rip.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Running once more with Henry. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
38-yard line.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on third down there with the send.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complimentary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. We're to the end of one. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Allen on the play action. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
2nd and 3 now. Motion a receiver left. And off from the pistol to Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
Catch made right side by Coleman. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. That play made by an All-Pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey.
At the 27-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. Makes a man miss. He's off. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Allen on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're left with 4th and short.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Prater puts it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Hill now to return it. And And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain 2.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
All set to go now from the 35. On first down, Jackson. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And he takes it down to the 33. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
From the pistol, Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Lamar now from the gun. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's going to have enough enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They'll run here with Henry. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Jackson throwing here. Drop this one down for Henry. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
So much better than the Ravens.
Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. Jackson trying to sneak it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
No gain on the play.
No pickup on the run, and now it's 4th and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Stay tough, boys! Stay tough! This is the one, boys! Here we go!
This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8.
Ravens 14, Bills 6.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Ty Johnson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. Back for the Ravens, LeJontay Wester. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, boys, let's make a play out there. Let's go.
So 1st down from the 41. Play fake, Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Show 'em what you got. This is not the end. Get in the game. This is it.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now it's Lamar. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Look at this. First play, and he's going for it. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Cotterington now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Now Allen off the play action. Lobs this deep down the middle. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson off the play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 now from the 46. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Design run, Jackson keeping it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
All set to go now from the 35. Lamar off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His back Derrick Henry was the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Jackson trying to get on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Making the call himself. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Another run for Henry. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Changing it up here, Jackson. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Loop knocks it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Johnson with a return here. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, Allen. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Pressure coming, it's Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Man in motion here. Allen on 3rd down. Brought in right side by Kincaid. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
The Bills with a punt team out there. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's taken down.
Now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on 1st down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Number 10, DeAndre Hopkins. That's That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Connecting again with Hopkins. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong.
Hopkins, the glove.
Can defend DeAndre.
Easy work for Hopkins.
Can't stop Hopkins. We need more than one to stop him.
He's unstoppable.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, a run for Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
All about that defense there. Had them bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Steps up and he's running with it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's Henry on the option. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They've got a man in motion. This one left for Lamar. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Ravens have the football and, more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Here's Lamar. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
7-yard gain. That's another Baltimore first down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here's Henry running left. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Here. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
24, Bill 6. Tyler Luke
All
to
set
kick
up.
off
Here's
for
Luke to
Baltimore.
kick it away. Cotterington now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down throw for Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Allen on 3rd and short. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Baltimore running its offense out now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's a give for Henry. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
They give right side to Henry.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They put Flowers in motion right. Now here's Lamar. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
Check the waiver wire, Ravens. Big play, Ravens.
Don't let him rest, Ravens. Don't let him rest.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now it's Lamar. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain.
You know, know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
At the 20-yard line.
All set now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action now with Jackson. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead.
31. Bill 6.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Baltimore.
Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
First call here coming from the shotgun. In motion, the slot man right. On 1st down, Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Number 5, Josh Palmer. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Moore's got it. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Whether they meant to go to him or is an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for it and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here as he's brought in by Coleman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st down, Buffalo.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Allen gonna throw again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Fights his way through a tackle. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Allen on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
17 yards.
That play good for 17 and a first down.
First down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. First down play, that's him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think any former quarterback, Kate's going to tell you, sure, you love to see the ball in the air and the execution, the timing, the accuracy. And football guys, you know what they love? Just go pound the ball and get your first down.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Bills trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3.
You get to these goal-to-goal situations, you know what a win is defensively, Kate? A stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills putting up points in a game decided. It's a James Cook touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills make it an 18-point game.
31. Bills 13.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Terrell Bernard on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall?
And 9.
No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. And off now to Hill. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
Ball carrier taken down at the 41. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.